Well, how are you? Another year's upon us already, and off we go with a rocket bang. Yes, sales are up again. I would not have believed it on the back of last year's record-breaking figure, but yes, January's sales figures are up again. I think a lot of it's to do with rentals, but you know what? It's good news. And it's not just new cars. The used car market is going gangbusters. People are buying cars like it's going out of fashion, and you know what that means for you? More business. So that's great news. On and off I keep talking about electric cars because that's the sort of theme of the moment, although I think they're inflating the figures when they said there are 6,000 out there. I think they're adding in things like plug-in hybrids and the like, so we're not talking about pure EVs, but nevertheless it's good news to see that the Mito has taken a hand on it, and they've taken a hunk of the funding that the government's putting out, and they're going to start some EV training, so that's really good news. Changing the subject completely, fitting brake linings to trucks has never been an easy job, but if you have a look at our latest newsletter, you'll see that Bendix has come out with a new way of doing it, so have a look at that in the newsletter. One of the big stories that I've had a look at this month is autonomy in cars. Autonomy means its ability to drive on its own. And a lot of people are making a lot of noise, particularly Tesla, about how autonomous their cars are. But the reality, if you look at it, is far from that. We have a few funny little things that happen. And yes, a Tesla can sort of drive on a highway without your hands on, and I'm sure that can be a good thing as well as a bad thing. I've driven many cars which is the only real autonomous part of a modern car, and that is active cruise control, where the car will slow down and increase its speed according to the speed of the car in front. That's true autonomy, but that's about the only thing we've got at the moment. Steering, I'm not sure of that. I want to keep my hands on the wheel. I've tried it. I've tried taking my hands off on a couple of cars that will assist you through corners. The problem is they don't do it every time. So we've still got a long way to go with that. On a different thing altogether, what were the most serviced cars of 2017? See, I'm still thinking 19, isn't that ridiculous? 2017, yep. Well, believe it or not, the most serviced car of 2017 wasn't the Toyota Corolla, as you'd expect. It's the biggest selling car, or the Suzuki Swift. It was the Volkswagen Golf 5. Interesting. Have a look at those figures. Finally, a little rant. The government is still beating the drum, and the police and everybody else associated with what they call road safety is beating the drum about speed. Yep, it is a physical fact of nature that the faster you're going, the harder you're going to crash. It's also a physical fact of nature that if you're not looking where you're going to crash. So what are the police doing? They're not doing anything about texting. They have still got an antiquated slap on the wrist little law about texting and driving. Anybody can do it. Now, if you ever get caught, if the police even bother to look at your cell phone after you've had a crash, they don't bother about that. No, all they're concerned about is, are you doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kilometers an hour over a posted speed limit on probably a dead straight road? Come off it, guys. The death toll is going up because people are playing with their cell phones. They're texting, they're looking at texts, they're maybe putting on Spotify, whatever they do with their cell phones, and that's distracting. Get something done about cell phones and the road toll will come down. Thank you. Hope you have a great day.